Hi everyone, my name's Lyric. Welcome back to my channel. Today I would like to do a tarot love message for the sun sign of Virgo. I have these sorcerers tarot cards because I'm really trying to get some more depth and learn more about tarot. So I'm trying different techniques and seeking out mentors and listening to other tarot readers in an attempt to learn more about tarot and learn more about the craft. So anyways, that wasn't anything to do with the Virgo Collective, so I apologize for that. So let me reshuffle these cards. I'm going to burn some sage, actually. Why not? I love the way sage smells. It reminds me of and I'm pretty sure that that sage is related to some kind of, like whatever pepper is, like the pepper plant. I'm sure that this is related to that. So anyways, I don't know how that's related to the Virgo Collective, but let's get started. So we're going to look at the energies from the Divine Feminine, the Divine Masculine, and then we'll take a look at the connection as well. Wow. So this might... Okay. Okay. Wow. Okay. So, hold on here. Wow. So, I actually have to get the book because I have one card on the table that I don't know what it represents, and it's for the Divine Feminine, and I feel that it's the Hierophant card, but I'm not completely sure. So I have to get the book, you guys, because I'm not completely 100% positive. So hold on a second. I know that's super lame, but I'm an amateur and I'm learning. And so, yeah. So anyways, if nothing else, I hope that you can still get something out of this reading. Let me check to see if that's the Hierophant. So, and I know that I can rest in a energy of humility. I'm okay with that. So I'm going to show you this card because it doesn't look, it's a major arcana card because there's no wands or swords or cups or pentacles at the top, and it's the number 5. So let's see in my little magical book here. Oh gosh, they're even in different languages. Oh, hold on, that's not the right. Wow, this is a little bit English. Okay. The Hierophant card. So I was right, it's the Hierophant card. So traditionally, I could tell that this was the Hierophant card because of his hat and his staff that he's holding. And he's holding his belly. He's a person of wisdom and experience, and he also represents like cultural norms and like where we would go to get instructed from, basically, like our teachers, our parents, like someone that represents those types of things. So for the Divine Feminine, I have the Hierophant card, the 5 of Pentacles, and the 8 of Cups. And these cards are very differently, so I'm going to read how the cards appear to me, okay? Bear with me. I mean, that's kind of the reason why I think we get different types of cards. I'm going to show you this 8 of Cups. So this person is heavily involved in something. He's nurturing his spirit in a different way. Like, see how he's looking at this textbook? Anyways, and this is the 8 of Cups. I'll show you the 8 and the cups at the top so you know I'm not fooling anybody or I'm making up shit. So anyways, for the Divine Feminine, I feel that in the past there was a struggle with her Divine Masculine. And she, I'll show you the picture. Okay. So she was struggling with herself within this connection. Maybe she felt that she didn't have any power, that control belonged to someone else, that her Divine Masculine held control, that the relationship controlled her, and she didn't like the way that was feeling. And she keeps wanting to go back to what she's familiar with and what's traditional to her. Because maybe this connection is different for her and she doesn't know how to express in it. She doesn't know how to be okay with it. Like it's something new for her and different, and she hasn't been in a relationship like this or in a connection like this. So it's causing her a lot of conflict. So I feel that this Divine Feminine has pulled her energy away at this time. That she's looking inside others, not inside of herself, but looking in outside forces to sort of find answers, because she doesn't really she doesn't trust herself, and she doesn't trust this connection. So she's she's pulled her energy away, and she's looking elsewhere to understand, to get more understanding. So let's get some clarifying cards for this Divine Feminine. Woo, I didn't mean to do that. These are slippery. Hold on a second. I wasn't ready to take those, guys. Hold on. Let's get some clarity on this pulled back energy by the Divine Feminine. Because it's quite possible that she's involved with someone else, but I'm not quite sure. Maybe this Hierophant card is representation of a third-party interference here, and that's why she has pulled her energies away. But she doesn't look like her attention is focused on this third party, that she's still focused on this connection, just that she's pulled her energy back. I have the Nine of Swords, so she's feeling really, all I see and feel is red. So something that this Divine Masculine has, maybe they had an argument or something, or something happened, and this is on top of the Hierophant card. So maybe she was feeling that this was going to be like this very typical structured type of relationship, and that got tossed in the garbage. And now she doesn't know what's going on, and she's super, super angry. She's definitely in her feelings. She's pulled her energy away. She's looking around her to get some structure and some figuring things out, like what the heck is going on with my Divine Masculine, because she's at a loss for words. She's really in her feelings. Let's get one more card for her. The Justice card. I'm bringing justice into this situation. So she's pulled her energy back, and she feels that whatever has happened, I feel that she feels that something has happened to the Divine Masculine, that has this third party interference. And so it might not be another person. It could be something else, but she doesn't want to deal with it. She doesn't want to work with him through it. Whatever it was, it's frustrated her and triggered her. So now she's pulled herself away because she doesn't want to deal with this right now. For the Divine Masculine, I have the Page of Cups, the 10 of Wands, and the 10 of Cups. So this is really interesting. I'm going to show you this 10 of Cups, and this is how I'm reading the card, because this is how the card looks to me. Traditionally, the 10 of Cups is supposed to be a wonderful card. It's supposed to be a card of like absolute supremacy, of emotional fulfillment, like this giant actualization, like it could, depending on how the reading is, if it's a personal reading or love and relationship reading or a business reading, like it's like, oh, I'm so bonded to this. I get so much joy from this, whatever. But look at this angel. Like, she looks tore back. Like, she looks really sad. She looks forlorn. She looks disappointed. So this Divine Masculine is feeling the upset in this connection. He's kind of surprised at his divine feminine's response to him. Like, he doesn't understand why she pulled away. He doesn't really have a clue about what's going on in this connection. He feels like he's been going to battle with her, that he's been having to fight for this connection all by himself, that he doesn't feel that he has a real partner. Like, he feels like this woman has left him all to himself, and he doesn't understand what's going on. So let's pull some cards on the Divine Masculine to get some clarity. Because he's really going through a dark night of the soul, I feel. Like, he's really upset at this time, and she's really, really angry at this time. So let's get some clarifying cards for the Divine Masculine. I don't even know why I hold back when I know what you mean to me. The Seven of Wands. So yeah, he's still like really struggling with her. Like, he doesn't understand. I don't even know why. So maybe he was emotionally withdrawn for a while or recently, and this really provoked the Divine Feminine. And she was like, you know what, bud? Like, maybe she had a moment of where she confessed her feelings to this Divine Masculine, and he didn't take it the right way. And so it caused an off. The Divine Feminine pulled back, and now both of these parties are in some deep suffering. So let's get one more for the Divine Masculine. The Three of Pentacles. We're going to build it all together. So he's still holding out that this connection's going to come through, that there's going to be an aha moment, that there's still hope for this connection. The Divine Masculine feels he's not angry at the Divine Feminine. He's just hurt by her pulling her energies away, and he just doesn't understand what's going on. And this Divine Feminine, she needs to sort herself out as well and understand what her desires are and what her needs are and what her wants are. And because I don't think she's quite figured that out yet. So she's acting from her ego. And when she felt rejected by the Divine Masculine, and so she took that in a really bad way. And she might have said some really horrible things to the Divine Masculine and said, look, I don't ever want to see you again, buddy. Slunk and hung up the phone. Like, she was really rude. So let's take a look at the connection. I have the Three of Wands, the Strength card, and the High Priestess. So there's a lot of high vibe sexual energy between these guys. So, and with high sex type feelings, those emotions are like this, they're linked together. So there's the super intense emotions, the sex shit, and there's just a lot of really intense feelings that haven't been dealt with in a mature way here. And we know that because we have the Page of Cups on the table. So there's, and the Hierophant card is in its lower polarity at this time with this Nine of Swords. So it's not like usually the Hierophant card would hold conviction over the energy of this of the reading, but it's not at this time. It's in its lower polarity. So there's this like pushing and pulling of energies of ego and of power and control, and that's not the way it's supposed to be. It's supposed to be an equal exchange of power and control, and that's not what's happening. The Divine Feminine is really trying to be aggressive and manhandle the situation, and it's not working out. Yeah, so let's get some more. Let's get some final thought cards for the connection, or for this reading, okay? Because it's already almost 15 minutes. Final thought cards. I was in denial of this connection, the Divine Masculine. Please, can we start over, the Divine Masculine? I find you so incredibly attractive and sexy. It's intense, the Divine Feminine, but she's not appropriately being expressive, and she's in her ego. I feel lost and lonely without you for the connection. I fear you will reject the real me, the Divine Feminine. There is pain I have experienced, which I don't talk about for the connection. Yeah, and I really feel that both of these parties are sort of having to reevaluate their past because of this connection. Like they're both being triggered equally by each other. And so they're being forced to deal with past trauma and past relationships. And the Divine Feminine is not choosing to take a look at that. The Divine Masculine has done an amount of healing on that. And he wants to work this connection out with this Divine Feminine and put those things aside. He just didn't understand his own feelings. And the Divine Feminine didn't completely understand her feelings and is dealing with a lot of hurt from her past. So that was a lot for this reading. If this reading resonates with you, please check out or please book your own personal reading. If you're interested in personal exploration or self-healing, I have programs that can help you do that, and I'll have those in my description box. It might be a few minutes after this video is uploaded because it takes a while for my computer to update all the videos. So, but if you're interested in any of those things, please send me an email, read the description box. I hope you love this reading.